people of the World Wide Web, as my microphone went off, so we'd have to redo this video again. So yes, so it is a Tuesday. As I said, hopefully you were enjoying pickups and some interesting stuff that I picked up. Obviously the Friday ones videos I kind of leave for when I'm going to conventions. Obviously in September we will have the next NEC. After this video on a Friday you have the Comic-Con that I work at. Hopefully I will get a few other places to go. But obviously being August, it's when I have about 5 family birthday members that I have to deal with, including my wife. So it gets rather costly, and as I say, and with a lot of stuff going on, I just haven't been able to go to many fairs. That's why it's just kind of pickups and not many car boots as well. So the first package I paid, I think £11 plus postage, and it is this part. So let's just show you the holograms if I can get it. There we go. So you can see the hologram this side looks quite good. And the hologram that side, same sort of one. They're still in quite good condition as far as you can tell. So this is part of a vehicle called the Dagger Assault. This is from Visionary, so this was a 1980s toy line where they used holographs specifically, which is why we had the stickers here. I've been trying to pick this vehicle up. It used to retail for, I would say, about 300 quid you could get one, depending on if the figure's there. The figure can be really expensive on its own, so we'll try and just take that out. I want to at least complete the vehicle, and I'm trying to get a lot of things, because there's a lot of little bits I need. I'm trying to get most of those done by the end of the year, just to tidy things up, because I think next year is going to be quite a busy year for me for a lot of other stuff I have going on. Maybe some plans for YouTube. Who knows what life brings towards you for 2026. But yeah, this is one part I've been looking at. The person who tried to sell it and they've gone down and down in price. They said they might have had one of the guns I had, but unfortunately that didn't materialise. So this is one part of it. You can see these 2 prongs here, and you will see there's a little clip here. So there is a gold compartment that sits over here. You can get them for like around about 20 quid, and then the wings that will sit in these clip sections here, so they will clamp like that, and then they will open up, and then this shoots off. It's like a little flying vehicle for the bad guys. As I say, that's 200 to 300 it was before COVID. I've seen it on, I think, one on eBay, more or less complete. It's like 600. It's ridiculous prices without the box. I paid not even, I think, £100 so far for what I have. There is one wheelbase underneath that is broken, so whether I glue that in place or something, I'm in an R-in. Obviously now it's £11, so I go just over £100 of this. I'm hoping with like 50 quid to 100 quid I could complete most of the bits I need. But unfortunately this is the hazard of getting these ones. I mean, as I say, I'm not going to pay £500-600. I didn't even want to pay £300. If I could pay about £200 and then the figure, I just need the figure, and then I will work out a deal as and when I see it. But yeah, good little pickup. Obviously one little bit off the watch or to buy list, so to speak. So then we have this big package that comes direct from Amazon. As you can see, they plug in Amazon Prime. So this is one I pre-ordered, and it was a pre-order thanks to AJ from AJ's Movie Place. If you know him, if you go to my other channel, you see I do feature him a lot. So it is this. And obviously that tells you who the figure is inside. So we are both big fans of this movie, as far as I'm aware. Obviously, depending on how much you love this movie, I'm very much this. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze is quite iconic. I know, like, Pixel Dan quotes him all the time, and a lot of stuff. I just enjoyed the design. I think he worked really well. I know it's very cheesy, but I still loved what he gave us in this movie. Yes, there are a lot of elements of this movie that didn't necessarily work, and obviously McFarlane, when doing their figures, they brought a Build-A-Figure of Mr. Freeze. Now obviously I like the movie. I'm not necessarily going to go and buy all, I think it's Poison Ivy. Is it Poison Ivy? No. Is it? I don't know, I think I'm getting it wrong. So this is, yeah, it's the bone one. So there's Batman, Robin, I think, was it Batgirl, Poison Ivy. And they, buying those 4 figures, you then got the Build-A-Figure part for this guy. If I can actually get into it without damaging the box. So yeah, I wasn't going to pay like £100 for a complete list, because I wasn't, you know, I love the movie, but I'm not necessarily in love with all the figures. And to be honest, I do enjoy DC, but I don't know, with McFarlane obviously losing the contract and it going to other people and stuff like that, I've not been massively excited to get a lot of figures. There is some I want. I'm still after Cyborg Superman, the new one, which I keep missing. Yeah, but yeah, I noticed that this one, I think it was £35, £40 to get. So really nice picture on the back. Obviously the box will go in the bin, so you take that off. So there's the back as it is. Nothing on that side, obviously gold label, Batman and Robin symbol on there, and then Mr. Freeze. And then obviously when you open up the figure, this is what you are greeted with. So you have a very hard, sturdy case. It does have a little band in it as well, even though it is. So there we have Mr. Freeze's gun with a little freeze effect. I think it's, oh no, it does pop out. Let's see, always good to be careful when cutting these out, just in case you damage the figure. I think I've okay, so it does feel like there's a little bit of a gap there. I assume that's just the figure itself, but here we have him in all his glory. There's the face of the guy like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'd say it's 50-50. Obviously jelly type rubbery shoulder pads, and then obviously the arm can go all the way out, has the butterfly joint as per normal, so he can bend. He has kind of grippy, or both his hands are kind of grippy there. Obviously 360 rotation there. Ab crunch. Obviously the abdominal side of things does seem like it's got a little bit of a bigger hole. Hopefully that's not, I'm not going to play too much around with that. The legs, obviously he has these special kind of pants to suit his costume, so he can move his legs out quite far due to the joint at the bottom. And then obviously bending at the knee, looks like butterfly clips behind. Obviously you have the knee pads in place, and then the feet, the tip of it folds up and down. And there's not too much, there is a bit of movement side to side, but not massively. What else does he come with? So he comes with this. So if you've never got a McFarlane figure, they normally come with a card, which tells you about the figure. So you've got a card and a stand. So mine is, and it gives you because it's a gold label, it's a 5,375 of 6,005. So limited edition, probably not. Does it come with anything else? Oh, so if you lift it up, we have a bottom section. So more parts. So let's just get all these out. Have to bear with me, apologies for the plasticky noise as I'm removing everything. It does look like some lights. I don't know if this is... Ooh, okay. Okay, so yeah, this is a kind of display for this figure. So let's move that all across here. Let's move Mr. Freeze. So you have this base. They're both sides. It does have a sticker on it by Bandai. As I say, I thought this was McFarlane, but obviously Bandai have had a hand in doing stuff. So we'll take that off. There's still two little bits of sticker stuck in there. So let's just get that off. There we go. Right. There we go. So that is all clean. So that is the first section. Then we have two stands, two long poles, and then two little cameras. And you'll see they've got these little tabs here. So I'm assuming when you pull it out like I'm doing now, this means that they will hopefully work. Okay. So there we go. So that shows you how they work. And essentially what it looks like you are building so the underside are A and B. If you don't get the right white piece in there, you'll see it won't line up, so that's quite easy to do. So thank you, McFarlane. That's the right. So the exoskeleton of this is essentially there. Then what you do is you clip these lights on. Oh, let's turn these lights on. And then I get him to hold his gun, which this is always the interesting thing with McFarlane figures and the hands. So it's a lot of twisting, I find anyway. So there we go, that will be my pose. Sorry, it was a pain. There is a peg for his feet. And then essentially this is what he looks like. I think he glows in the dark, so obviously when you turn the light off, these lights probably should help with that. It's gimmicky, but yeah, that's what he looks like all together. So has anybody got this figure? Anybody, we can see the kind of glowing on the back. I'll try and if I can get him in the dark and see if that makes a difference. But yeah, that's been my pickup. So a little cool pickup collection for obviously Visionaries and DC. Yeah, so obviously any comments about this figure, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. If you're a Visionary fan and you are going through the same turmoil as I am, also let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Sigma Toys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I should definitely see you in the next one.